All right, I think we're now live on YouTube. I'm gonna give people a chance to jump on. All right, so night everybody. I'm here with Fabian and Rory. So who are writers and directors of Balla. If you're hearing me, just drop some Balla emoji so we can confirm or say yeah, hear me. Something, let me know if I'm hearing.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, you're here because you're on Zoom.
Oh, it was for us.
It's the persons who are on. All right. So yeah, so I guess everybody is hearing. So again, good night. I'm gonna allow Fabian to go first to just introduce himself, and then we go over to Rory.
Hi, I'm Fabian Barks, and I'm nobody. I'm just here.
I am Rory Roberts, and I am somebody who is just here.
Rory, you look like a bed tonight, though. Nah, lie.
Really? Oh, damn. I want to sleep, actually.
Nah, me nah smell it on the live, so.
All right, and I'm Jerome Berg, and I'm somebody. I will go with what Rory said too. I'm somebody. All right, so the three of us are, I would say, the brainchildren. People don't want to say brainchild. The brainchildren behind Balla, but more so, it's a Barks Entertainment production. This is something that Fabian has been passionate about. So, for those who don't know, I want Fabian to explain to them how the whole thing with Balla came about.
So, well, okay. So, in high school, I went to Wolmer's. I shouldn't say my school, though. Okay, let me take that back. I went to an all-boys school, and there was a situation that we all knew about of a popular athlete dating a teacher at the school. And for me, I am inspired by youth issues. Anything that affect youths, anything we have to do with young people problems, it really stir up something in me. So that story has been with me for a long while. And when the whole COVID thing came up and we couldn't do nothing in theaters, we were getting a lot of requests from both people on our Instagram and just people who usually students who used to come to our plays asking us if we can do something. The actors, they were on board. They must say, boy, them feel like saying nothing now go on. And, it was just something that we said we are going to do a small project, something small just to start out minor and see, just help people to feel like engaged. And then out of that, boom, come Balla, this big production, which we never expect. We literally never plan to do as much with it as what we have done now, in terms of spending as much on it as we ended up spending. But when we realized that this thing was growing rapidly like a cancer, we just decided to say, you know what? Let's just go all out. Let's just, whatever it takes, we're just going to push and put what all in it. Because once we say young people, it's passion and we're going to put what all in everything. So that's really how Balla came about. I pulled on Jerome and Rory, who for the past couple of years have just been there. I have realized talents in Rory in terms of Rory started as his first big acting thing with Barks Entertainment in 2015. When it's 2020 what? 2016 was Sweet Nanny Goat. And then I realized too that Rory just had some little things about him where as in me and him connect in a certain way when it comes to like directions. Like there's almost things that I am saying and then Rory can finish my sentence, or Rory I think something and me that say it and then he would just be like, come out of my head, And then Jerome on the other hand now, he just has a very depressive, dark, weird ass mind that just
What?
it's very interesting. And I mean, I say, that add a difference to me and Rory energy, but still it is so good because it Jerome is a avid series watcher. So him have all heap of things where him always come up with it out of the box, and I really like that. And then it just happened that all of us came together on this project, taking turns writing episodes, discussing how the whole process is gonna go, discussing the plot. Of course, initially it was my idea, but eventually all of us had played our part in terms of where we want to take the plot and where we feel it's best to take the plot. And you'll know tonight, so we can't get along on most of the things. Then we argue a lot. We argue a lot, and me very strong, Rory strong, Jerome strong. We cuss, we fight, we stop chat to each other, we malice each other, and then we call back the next day and say, "What do you think about this?" And then we come back like nothing happened.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Fabian. Rory, in terms of the process, you could maybe use the opportunity to explain the process of how we write an episode of Balla, or each of the episodes of Balla are written, and also to a Fabian talk about just the level of passion we have, each of us have, and sometimes how that passion leads to literally feeling like sometimes we're gonna fall out as friends, like our disagreement in terms of what should go in the episode or it affect with friendship literally.
Boy, Fabian would have said it all. We try to be as professional as possible. But I remember specifically one shoot, we try to jump in our car and drive away. So me I go me yard, I done this. And Fabian I call and say, yo, you love get up on your feelings and X, Y, Z. And I was on my way home and I literally turned back, come back and said, but Fabian said something like me finishing him sentence or him finishing mine. I realized that is something with three of us. And I have something I have to say to everybody. Nobody write any character specific line. All of we write Kiki line, all of we write Steve line, all of we write Balla line. But we are so in sync that it just looks like a one person write these characters line. How Kiki, thinks you want somebody write Kiki, all a Kiki line there. But on a cycle, Fabian write Kiki line, you write Kiki line, me write Kiki line. But we're so in tune that we just work well with each other. But Fabian, when I say it again, we're very level-headed, we're strong-headed, we argue, we cuss. If you notice, it's three of us is an odd number, so most things work out in a vote. If two say one, if two say I saw. Sometimes Jerome alone might say something, and me and Fabian don't like it, but him fight him ways until him either win over me or him win over Fabian. Or Fabian might like something, and me and Jerome don't like it, but him push until him win over one and we just say, all right, we work with it. I remember one time Fabian was just throwing out ideas and everything Fabian threw, me and Jerome like, no. And him just get frustrated because he might throw ideas away and say, stop, don't like it. That doesn't make sense. We don't like how it sound. And the part. So I only come up with solution, come with ideas, because everything we come with, we don't say no. But
yeah, I remember that it can be frustrating because like we have writer's block, right? We have to have an episode then. So like we will write to a point and we just freeze. In order for me to go on, I will talk about different stupid ideas. And sometimes when you're in one process where you feel like, we should be getting it right and it's not happening, it's like you get so frustrated when you're giving out these ideas and all you can hear is no, this not making sense.
Yeah.
And then I say, yo, when I eat that one, not come up with something. Why when not come up with something? But I remember even that sometimes people walk out when we are meeting. Like we have to take breaks. We have to take breaks and something. But the energy is always there. And one thing I can say is no matter how much we get frustrated or something piss we off, either the fans them piss we off and say something, and we say, we now do this again. Are we that again? What do you think for coming next week?
Yes.
Like right now, so we now do a season 3, and then they're like, so season 3 I go.
Yeah, like in terms of the writing process, so to explain it to the audience, And the fans, literally, as they mentioned, all three of us come together and would I say episode 1. Fabian write episode 1, Rory write episode 2, and I write episode 3, and we keep it going like that. Fabian write episode 4, Rory write episode 5, I write episode 6. But in terms of what happened in each episode, all of us sit down and discuss it. And that's the part of it where tempers flare, because as much as you are going to write episode here, each of us have to agree, say, in this scene, Kiki, I go box Brandy. There are times when I'm like, yo, the show is too violent. All we are doing, make the pitney them fight each other. Then Fabian is like, a Jamaica will leave. All the pitney them do fight each other. I'm not putting anything on YouTube that is not a reflection of a culture. This is not America, this is not Europe. But you know, so stuff like those. And then there's a next time I'm like, yo,
it's too sexual.
If we're going to talk about Jamaica, we need to see somebody dead, a character needs to be dead. People in real life die. And then they're like, they are young people. We can't make young people kill people. So let me tell you, like literally, the same way you see your Kiki and Tessie and Brandy them cussing in real life, that's how, that's how we fight in terms of with each other, and we're able to develop these nice scripts. And if we read an episode and we can't feel where it's passionate and full of excitement, we now put it out. Like literally, we're not standing, none of us want to put our name on something where we don't feel proud of. The same way, or Uno watch the episode a week time and say, Jano, this mad. It's the same way when we read, we say, Jano, this good. But Fabian, in terms of the challenge, what are some of the challenges like with actors, right? You deal with a bunch of young people, and it's a combination of seasoned actors with fresh faces and talent, people that are used throughout your theater life, but you also have fresh people I work with. What are some of the challenges? Aren't there days when you're just like, yo, I want to get rid of the person to the show?
Well, I must tell you, every single body in the cast, even people who not talk, have a special talent. Like some people will discover them talent pan set. Because even people like Pumba just showed up as an extra day one. I would say, Pumba, go and eat some food round at the back. And she just eat it and you just find it funny. And then Rory say, no, so we can play upon that. You know, so we realize that even though people may not have been professionals or acted in the past, them have little things about them that we realize can be developed. And I believe in God, and I believe that everybody who was brought together in Balla cast was meant to be there. Because even the little Kyle, even DeAndre, DD with the little gimmicks, you know, every single body have a special gift. And then for those who I would have worked with in the past, like for example, Kiki, Christina, I also see a lot of growth in her, because whereas with stage plays, Kiki would have get a script 3 months before and she take her time and learn her lines. And in the case with Balla, you get the script day before, 2 days before, even the day on the scene, on set, you get the script. And Christina has been able to become quicker in how she learn her lines, become quicker in taking directions. And we don't do rehearsals. We literally come past spot, do a walkthrough. We tell you how to do it. We stop. We tell you, say, redo this. Anybody, if we don't like it, we do it over. But Balla, we shoot all 12, 13 episodes in a one day. It was like, literally like non-stop hell. Non-stop hell.
Rory, Fabian mentioned so we shoot multiple scenes in a one day. Like when, for those who know, Hopkins High is Meadowbrook High School. Like literally, whether from 6 o'clock, I gotta say it now, we break curfew several times, guys. To get Balla done, we literally, this is also implicate ourselves, nobody report me. But anyway, but me not know for you, like the process of it, like, you know, find it stressful, and tell people about the experience and how the shooting schedule work.
Trust me, it's very stressful, and especially when you work with quite a few amount of persons, and you know, say you're strapped for time. A lot of Balla was shot within curfew time, so you have to try. You have to try shoot before darkness catch up. You can't shoot the things that are in the dark, and you have to try finish before curfew time. Couple well night police stop, we still have to pull through. It will never get locked up, thank God. That is Fabian really say, oh God, just everything just work out, you know. But it's stressing. And I have to say kudos to the actors as well, because and I like Hollywood this when I see people actually take out 30 shots, 40 shots. Fabian, no one more than 2 shots. If you tell her 2 times, if it have a 3rd time, a frustration, and cussing and nice. So the actors have to ensure that they are on point. It rough. Sometimes after we do it, just looking at the schedule, your head start hurt because a lot of the time I and Jerome say, Fabian, this not make, because Fabian is the one who normally makes the schedule. And when we look at it, we say, Fabian, this is not realistic. This don't make no sense. We can't shoot so much scene in a one day. And then, well, so that's what we do. And it's stressing, but as we said, it work out. It always work out.
Yeah. As on that point, Rory, I remember the first schedule I did with about 15 scenes in a one day. And when I said it to even the person who plays Nina Gonzalez, Rene was like, oh, Mr. Barks, this is very ambitious. Let's see how far we get on this schedule. So I was like, you know, but I believe in a faith in everything we do. And if we say we want to do something, it can do. You know, everybody watch Balla and she said Balla is not perfect. When she said Balla have the issues, Balla have error. We're not produce a Netflix series. We have produced something for YouTube, for fans, for watch. So if we're supposed to neat our fine and that all eyes cross our T's, you'd never get a show, honestly. And we just want to know, say, we put out a lot of energy. Mama tell them, say, we wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock, we're gone our bed 1, 2 o'clock, we are shoot. You know, so we have to drop home everybody because it's a very low budget. We have to drive Rory live at Clarendon, you know. Rory live at Clarendon, we are shooting at Kingston. Rory take Brock 2 o'clock, go in and curfew hours, down at Clarendon 1 o'clock to come back Sunday morning, shoot again, 5 o'clock and pick up people. So sometimes when I think about the stress we go through, is like, and then you see certain comments, it make you feel like a way, it make you feel a way in yourself. But if people not gonna understand everything, and sometimes I have to realize that people not gonna understand, and just judge the product for what it is, and them not see the, you know, what the stress goes on behind closed doors. So me just make you know this to say, you know, just go easy upon way a lot of times. A lot of this is just hard work, it's just sacrifice in terms of money sacrifice. I would just do a best. I mean, when I say we do a best, every single one of we have job. We have one 9 to 5. Right. I had 2 jobs because that's how part of Balla. I found it. Everybody chip in with money. You know, we beg juice yes to shoot. We beg little lunch yes, so you know. So I don't know. Nobody see it and say, oh, it's a money production. It's not. You know, people call up with him on the internet, but oh, them not get paid, them not this, them not that, whatever. But I can tell you, we are very clear with everybody who we engage with. If we have $5,000 for you, we'll say $5,000 we have to give. If we have 10, we'll tell you. So we're not going on with nobody. I promise nobody not with them now gonna get. And everyone, single actor would have said, oh, I'm doing this free. And when they end up get a $20,000 or get a $10,000, they're very surprised. And those are the people that we love to work with.
Yeah. So like, again, for me, the process, guys, it's stressful. It's really stressful. If my boss watch this, again, I implicate myself. There are times when I literally there at work, I would have to be writing. You understand? Literally have to be writing my episode at work. I say, John, sometimes I get to take lunch outside of writing. You have to shoot. You have to do work. I go to one coworker. I can't use your house for shoot later. You call around people who you know, can you lend me a car for us to shoot a scene in your car? Yeah, literally a network. And the thing is that one of my biggest challenge with Balla is that sometimes it's strained relationships. You understand? Because as Fabian mentioned, a lot of it is through us asking people we know in our network. So when you beg somebody to use them out, and when somebody come shoot at your house 6 o'clock, and you're there somebody else from 6 o'clock to 1 a.m. in the morning, the person needs to go to them bed. Next day, when you need to shoot back one next scene at the house there, because if you shoot somebody, I hell and powder out to people. Necessarily why you come back at the post, because last time you tell them, say, I'm going to there from 6 to 8, and you're there and the people in bedroom till 1 a.m. So those are some of the things that sometimes it affects our personal relationship with people. But for us, again, I just God do this and try and maintain and make sure say the relationship is there. One of the hardest thing what Fabian mentioned, say the comments them for me, and it hurt me personally, is the fact that we decided that we don't want we realized our audience not necessarily in our position to pay for the show, so would have gone and tried to get companies to buy into the show and sponsors. We do have a lot of sponsors, right? But we do have people who believe in what we are doing. When the people them ad come up and I hear people about move this, me eat the ad too much ad the night, and I'm just like, if we ever bust a 876, I'm sorry for calling them name, but that's the best way to explain it. If we ever bust a 876 and say, let us now make this a closed group and only people who pay, the whole I want to come out pan way. And I don't want it to go to that. I want it to be a case where people continue to buy in and support. But the comments, I'm going to say to people, what I have always said is that for every time when you see somebody, even from the USA, every time when you see somebody drop one of them comments that about too much under the show, go underneath it and make them know, say, yo, we get the show free, so let's just be grateful and support it. This is a full-on Jamaican product, 100% Jamaican product. So that's just my thing in terms of the shooting process and the whole trying to get people to buy into it.
Yeah. I don't want dwell like I don't want the life feel like say we are dwell too much on the issues and whatever. So, but we just had to get that out there just so people know and understand the reality surrounding shooting Balla. So on that note, for me, Jerome, I would love to talk about like some of our favorite moments from the show.
Yes.
Like some of our favorite shooting moments, some of our favorite just moments where we could just pop up, you know. Me I go first because I don't want to say it before me. I'm gonna say that fight scene with Nina and Buckley. Yo, that fight scene with Nina and Buckley, Jesus Christ. I nearly get heart failure, but I tell you, don't lie. People, it was a real fight. Nobody direct that. Nobody that direct the people them fight. Buckley and Nina, we don't know where them get them strength from. Them just start war. We say, all right, we want to the fight. So all I did in the scene was say, start here, move here, go back and forth here. Me just give them markers as to where to move. And them tear off each other wig.
It's a funny one of my friend called me and she said, Rory, the heels thing were broke. I couldn't put that tonight that direct. We said no, it just happened. We loved it. I would just work with it. There are certain things that you can't direct. You can't direct that.
Yo, but the interesting thing is a lot of things that happen just, haphazardly, then just happen pan spot. It worked perfectly. Like even Nina heel broke in.
Yes.
When you literally just say, all right, Nina, like when your heel broke, when you walk, go down there, so give me a dainty walk. Like when you it just worked perfectly. Trust me, that scene there, and my hat goes off to Crystal. Like, I know Renee is brilliant at everything, but Crystal, for years, Crystal have acted with Barracks, and she's always played this little fragile, little innocent girl return. Everybody know Crystal from What Sweet Nanny Goat has been. And Crystal in that show, you just be one big dirty tiger reg were just terrible. It's just terrible. And the fact that Crystal is playing out this full-on role as this villain with us hate somebody for no reason and a broke fight for no reason. So trust me, the scene mad. That was my favorite scene.
Yeah, Rory, what your favorite? I mean, that may have been, but what's one of your next favorite scene?
Season 2 or but this episode?
This season.
Oh, this season. Okay.
Boy, I have so many. The teacher in the classroom when I'm at course, when Buckley, same Nina and Buckley when I'm in the classroom at course. And my second one was, boy, I Nina and Buckley take it for me because when Nina and Buckley they're in a corridor and Buckley said, girl, and say, you're dead. like Buckley just killed me. Like, she's hilarious. From before season 2 officially come up, me say, Buckley, you're my favorite character for season 2. Like, she killed me.
Yeah. Everyone, what is yours?
Interesting. I don't know, depressing. Interestingly, it would have surrounded two of them stand out for me. One, when Balla mother came back, the chemistry between Balla and the mother, that crying and how Balla reacted. after 11 years of not seeing his mom and understanding why his mom left, because Balla being the lead character, there's a lot of gaps between his life, a lot of things don't make sense for people who connect with the show. All of what we really know about Balla is through the lens of him now and him friends them. So there would have been like a couple of years well, we want to understand what motivates him, why is he so protective, why him always look out for him friend them, or him get caught up with this big woman type of thing. And for me, like I take on, I feel like my love series and everything is more symbolic for me. So mother missing all time life, yeah, him have him mama be and something. But him, this idea of him taking to an older woman, again, it's because I think it's because his mother missed no time life. So that was very important for me when we were able to introduce Balla mother and just see the chemistry and bond between them and all. And that again, a lot of Jamaicans experience when parents being abroad and everything. So that was really good when we were able to deal with that issue. And then for me, the next thing, the whole thing with Tessie, that back and forth in terms of Tessie's revelation and just horrifying and terrible and heart-wrenching that was. I think for the 4 episodes that we had to be going back and forth and dealing with Tessie's secret was just brilliant to me. It wasn't the Ray, it wasn't the Kiki. When they put Tessie beside Kiki and Kiki just, and then Tessie is just going through all of this. I just enjoy seeing that, and it just breeds something different into the show. So me love those things that make me feel a little bit like this is reality. Life rough, life hard.
Yeah. That scene with Tessie, like, especially the one where she was telling the principal, like everybody, when we are shoot and we'll have these moments. So we'll have moments where everybody and we can't keep quiet, we laugh. And then moments like with Tessie sharing that experience with the principal, it made everybody want to cry. The principal
made people cry. That was triggering on set.
Me feel like me do an abortion when me don't listen to that scene. Come on. Jesus Christ, this is so deep, it feel. I'm gonna get very dramatic with these things, and I can tell you Tessie is one of those characters that you have to direct very little. Like she doesn't take a lot of direction because she studies and she internalize everything what she do. So my hats goes off to Tessie because she did a lot of research, she did a lot of digging deep for that role. And one thing about Balla is that situations that you hear about with young people, you've never seen them in real life, but Balla, we were that show that wanted to showcase and expose a lot of these issues that young people go through. 13-year-old at the abortion in Jamaica. These are issues that are true and real. The school issues, the sex we are going on in the school. Nobody know what highlight say, Pitney have sex in the bathroom, them. Pitney need to go up on birth control because them have sexual addictions. We explore some bullying in Jamaican schools, things like that where you're see in a creative form. And
the person's contracting STIs and don't know what to do.
STIs and that bullying scene is very important because sometimes Jamaicans will have this thing for called like people where you see they say, oh, them black and fatty or them big and fatty or it's always a negative thing, and we don't see sometimes the repercussions of these or the psychological effects of these on people. And Pumbaa was that character for us to show that bullying can lead to some serious implications if people are, and if you're in America, you see how people are shoot up school. You see people come school and bring full-on gun and shoot up school. And these are things because they are bullied, because they might go through psychological issues. So things like that, I just want to highlight to say Balla is that show that really showcase and highlight all these taboo issues among young people.
Again, now we call a name and I don't want to come off as we're dwelling on negative, but one of the things that is interesting, before we did Balla, we would have wrote a script, Fabian, if you remember, we wrote a script and we gave it to a TV station, and we knew that there was a lot of potential and everything. But again, because of the issues that it dealt with, I guess they were afraid to touch it, right? So again, them never going to do nothing with it. It wasn't Balla, thank God. But we just decided that, sometimes, and this is something we want people live with, sometimes, and I said this too, even when people reach out to us at Barracks Entertainment, when people tell you no, just take it as them telling you no, but not you stopping, right? I have to understand that. Sometimes people, the vision where you have and where you know you can create out of one product and something, don't make a man telling you no, stop you. Right. And again, even when we are go out and I try to get sponsorship and do certain things for the show, when I get the yes and when I get the feedback what we want and everything. So just overall working with young people, absolutely everything where you dream of is possible. And especially when it comes to the arts, anything where you dream of, and that's what we want people know and believe and understand from this show. Rory, one of the things about this season though, and I think we made a conscious effort to do it. In season 1, we realized that the killing of Ricky caused everybody, well, even before the killing of Ricky, the main 5, the students, they're extremely close, right? You still see elements of that in season 2. But what one, it's like we can't get the 5 of them to ever agree on anything anymore.
I mean, and again, Jerome, that would have been realistic. You know, young people stay. Who friend to the vex tomorrow. We know they love each other, but they have different personalities. You can look at all 5 and you see 5 different personality. Tessie maybe calmer, Kiki loud, Balla just always wants to be good in everybody. Steve was just into himself and just hype and conceited.
Rory,
Dan,
Rory, where's the camera?
Camera is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, may I say that's Dan. I go through few issues as well. So, them now go see eye to eye, and we realize we're Tessie and Steve. It's just a roller coaster for them relationship. We see Kiki and Balla just totally gone in a 2 different directions. So, it was deliberate, but it was expected, so to speak. We're not going to expect so we have all of them together and be friends all the time. And we still think there is more we can do more in terms of breaking up them a little bit more. We still think them too close.
I think the one thing that will always bind this group together is the murder.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
The fact that them kill somebody, no matter who not chat to who, once a time for pull together and cover your tracks, when have to come together. So we will always explore relationship breakaways with these actors because it's just driving the plot. It's all we literally create the conflict. We have to mash up people to bring them back, and that's how life is. It's a reflection of life.
All right, Fabian, in terms of working, I'm going to ask Baby about some of the main characters now. Kudos again to everybody who's a part of Balla because everybody contributes to the success of the show. But the main characters, let's start with Zavan, who now plays the lead. What is it like working with Zavan? And just, are you able, based on who Zavan is and based on how he acts, right? Does that sometimes influence how you actually write for the character?
Yes. I really think Zavan has brought a level of emotional depth to Balla that I think would have been difficult for any other actor. Zavan have raw emotions. And I think that's where his strength is. The fact that when he speaks, you hear he has, Zavan is 20 almost, 28?
27.
Yeah.
Zavan is 27, but he has this natural youthfulness about him, whereas you just see one little young youth, I try to be somebody in a life. And that is the Balla character. I try to be somebody. Top Balla his clout is being threatened by this new guy. In love with Nina, I'm very passionate. Him just have some raw emotions that him just is a firecracker at times, yet still he's the one that pull everybody together and the supportive person. So he's just very diverse. He is talented. I don't have any problems with Zavan at all. me I try search my mind for things.
Outside of when him get drunk on set.
Oh shit. Yeah, it was a rumid. Reservoir is a rumid, and anybody knows that me get very upset and cuss up bad word a lot, too much. And Zaban sometimes gets carried away, especially when it comes to girls and liquor. If him see somebody where him like a come past it or him start drink, you see a different side to Zaban. So that's a film weakness. But outside of that, he's a brilliant actor, and I really want him to go as far as he can possibly go in the world of theater. And
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rory, again, all right. Over to you, Rory, in terms of working with Kiki. But not ask Fabian, because I think, and I've said it on Instagram Live, I think Fabian have a special love for Christina and a bias towards Christina. So I don't want to hear what you think about Christina. But what is it like working with Kiki?
Rory, look like him drop off.
Rory's off. All right, Fabian, sadly, but I forgot to ask you.
Boy, as I say, I do have a special love for Christina, because Christina literally is somebody where she make me angry, but just as I see her, I start smile. Yeah, they give her, I think they hear the IG live where Christina is always late for rehearsal, for shoots. And before she come, me a cuss out hell. I want to that girl, man. Why should I take this serious? Whatever. I see me a cuss up something. As Christina broke the door, what going, father? I just mean that. Wow, I'm already getting a costume, man. So I think, and then Christina to have that personality where you just, if somebody said them hate Christina, trust me, I don't know. Because Christina, you just can't hate her.
Yeah.
Honestly, you only have to hate her because she hype. You have to just say Christina too hype. but yeah, it's hype with a lovable type of hype. You know them hype there?
Yeah. Tessie.
Why? Big up to Arden and Susan Beadle, because Tessie, Renee, Crystal, aka Zuri, trust me, Tessie is phenomenal. I think my only issue with Tessie is that sometimes I wish she was less mature. So sometimes when she played the role, it come across as being such an adult. And a lot of times, sometimes I don't want her to almost dumb down herself a bit more and feel more like a teenager, because she brings so much maturity to everything that she plays that sometimes you have to say that girl, does she remember how to be a child? You know, so but she is brilliant. I see her getting Emmys. I see her I go far. She's versatile. She bad. She bad. Trust me.
Dan.
Dan. So Dan, I love the maturity that Dan brings to her role. I think she's very emotional. So, and I've worked, anybody would know Dan has been in, I think, one of my plays before. So she's versatile as well, but she's very emotional. She has this depth in her. My issue with Dan is that I think she asks too much questions. Like when dad get a script, dad will call you and say, tell me what you think, but why do you think that this character responds this way? What if she were to respond that way? And I'm like, Zuri, just read the lines as they are, just leave them as they are. It's just yeah, okay, but like she have to ask the question, then she have to do her research, she have to internalize, she have to make it a whole process before just learning the lines and coming to deliver as how I say to deliver.
All right. And the money man himself, Stephen, what is it? I don't know.
Rory, answer that one. Rory. Steve.
Rory.
Answer that one, yeah. Working with Stephen, I must say, that boy, he improved a lot. But he's young. He have a lot to work on as well. I think he's a little bit conceited. Me need to knock some humility in his head.
That Boaz scene. Oh, that Boaz scene. Steve, that Boaz in real life.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Look here. Oh my God. Guys,
Guys,
that
leave
was one of
Stephen
the,
alone, please.
leave him alone. That was one of the most difficult thing to shoot for the entire season 2.
And guys,
Like
when I
the
cut to the
emotion.
term, listen to me. Those persons in my circle would have known me. Only stop accuse me. I was the one who scripted this. Only stop and tell me, say, "Proud the seat, you don't know, say I'm me."
But why
I was
would they, but Rory,
against this.
I'm concerned, Rory, why would they think it's you?
Because everybody know that I'm a professional at what Steve does.
Well, I guess they
knows
just
that.
told YouTube.
Everybody
Are you
in my circle
advertising
knows
your
that.
services, Rory?
Yeah?
You look like you advertise your services to some
I'm
woman
not
for the life or
advertising, I'm
something.
just expressing myself, right? And I encourage every young person out there to stand in your truth, you know. Me know, because I know instead of a bash Steve, because we don't bash taste, you know, because we don't bash a character. Enough how to do them something in real life. We don't allow the youth. Yeah. But working with taste, him improve. He
By
still
the
has a
way,
level of immaturity. Eh?
By the way, I just want to point out how hard it was to come up with those secrets.
Yes. Talk about that, Fabian. Talk about that.
Guys,
that
I can tell you, say it was not just one day of meeting. And normally we literally meet at the teen hub for like, say from 10 o'clock straight, go back to curfew time, 5, 6. We meet for hours, and I remember that day we couldn't decide where to take the show. We can't come up because all the way, and I think that was the day when we were cussed. I say, all right, Jerome wanted Stephen's secret to be that he was taking drugs.
Yeah. So guys, stay with me and tell me if this wasn't a reasonable thing. So Stephen is an athlete, a student athlete, right? And I was suggesting that let's make Stephen take drug, performance enhancement drug, and then that bust out and would affect the Marine Cup team and affect, mash up the team pretty much.
But we just never think that was dramatic enough. It was
but then they were like, oh, this is an American thing, that's not Jamaica. Jamaicans
and he just didn't He just never
dramatic. Honestly, when Jerome came up with that idea, because as I said, Jerome watches a lot of international series. So him sometimes probably think he's not a Jamaican. So I sometimes bring him in and say, Jerome, this is not cultural. Like we are take drugs, nobody cares. The only thing we could have probably be a secret for Steve now either say him a boas or him a want like a fish or something. That's the only secret. I would never want to go the fish route because of the whole, Dan situation and Pumba that is suspicious. So we just say, you know what? I think it was Jerome too who came up and said, why not making,
after Fabian cussed me out. Fabian cussed me out and tell me, say, go and find one good secret, blah, blah, blah. Because the whole thing around the secret came from the whole idea of watching these whole American things. So I would say there's formula, like literally to anybody who want to become writers, there's formula to series in terms of making them work. You need murder. You need people to love each other and then hate each other. So you need scandals, and you also need secrets, right? So you need secrets. So the whole thing with the whole secret and something, you were engaged as hell, especially when you don't know who has spilled people's secret or something. So
that was another big thing for us, is that we never know. Like we knew who we wanted, but we had about 4 people who we said, who could be the person blackmailing? We never know. We said Tanya. All right, let me tell you the candidates who were the potential blackmailer. We had Tanya, the no chatty mouth. Yeah. We had Nina Gonzalez, who because she come see the whole thing, we had say yes. Everybody thinks she. Then of course Pumba, and then one next person who I'm not gonna call them name. But we had 4 persons, right? And it was a back and forth. We did say if a Tanya it would have too boring. And then we did
it's too expected. It would have been expected.
Yeah, it would have too lame. Because we would just say no. But then if it was Nina Gonzalez, we have said no man, that would have got.
That would have mashed up everything with Nina and Balla.
And then not only that, we have say like Nina would have to have some mental issues to do this, And then Pumba allowed us to bring a message. That was the way we decided to say, Pumba do this, because the message of bullying, and that episode, with just the last line, they would say, stop the bullying in schools, was just powerful. Like, it gave me goosebumps. I must watch a show about 10 times, like, it gave me goosebumps. So, them little thing there, and I appreciate the process of us cussing and going back and forth, because when we do come to a solution, we know say it will go great.
Yes. Yeah. And one of the funny thing to Jerome Fabian, remember people are saying they can't wait to see Ufa Secret next, but that was one of our things when I want to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
But people didn't look people look forward. Why would they love people business, sir? In our head, we think it get boring if we continue to the secret thing. So we end it now. But
yeah,
me see everybody because I said the secret, then stop too fast.
But what I will say is that some secrets are so big that Pumba couldn't be the one reveal it. That's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. Some secrets can't be revealed over one text message or on an Instagram live. So remember, for all those people who didn't get their secret revealed, they have something coming. But in terms of that though, Fabian, I mean,
those on the live, if you don't have any questions, you can just type the questions in the chat and I'll read them.
Yeah, good. So ask any questions either about the writing process, about the actors, us as directors, any comments you want to read out, we will do that. But Fabian, as we come to the end of this season, right, 7 episodes this time around, not 9. Firstly, never ask for the people that asked when we dropped the artwork today. Why 7 episodes this time around?
Boy, guys, why 7 episodes? It was very stressful, money down, and we did have a time crunch, but mostly it was financial constraint. Guys, it cost us to edit the episode, it cost us to shoot the episodes. I mean, I do some of the shooting, Jerome does some of the shooting, Rory does some of the shooting, but we also have to hire people as well. And we use a professional equipment, and trust me, it costs money, so we couldn't do no more. As we said, look at ads them what we put in there, it helped, but for the most part, it's out of my pocket. And while I love everybody, I love the youth, I have to love myself too. I know say I can't let myself broke, but I want to thank everybody who give them like a $10 and them $20 and $30 and $40 on the GoFundMe.
Yes.
If it is that you can do more of that, then trust me, it would go a far way. Because to be honest, people don't understand that YouTube does not pay what they think it pays.
Correct.
So, even, and I remember Balla somewhere have 30, 40 people in it. So even if at the end of the day, we give people $1 and 10 grand and buy food, every single shoot we have, and pay for costume, pay for this, pay for that, the money adds up to $2 million odd. YouTube not paying not even 1/8 of that. All right. They look at them help. So money is a big issue why we never continue beyond 7 episodes. However, we are still willing to do a season 3 if it is that we can raise enough funds to help. So when I throw it through the window, everybody they are ready, the actor them ready, but we just want to make sure so at the end of the day we can drop one little money in them account and say, for the good work. No, but they don't want to pay. To be honest, they don't ask for any big pay. Them just, people just want like a stipend to them bus fare and them this and that. And we have to do that, at least. So biggest problem, biggest challenge for us in Balla is money. And if people can just, instead of typing that negative comment about the ad, just to drop $1 over the GoFundMe, that would have helped you.
Yeah, I see people asking when is season 3 coming. So to answer your question, we want to do a season 3, but it very much hinges on whether or not we're able to raise funds for it. I mean, if people drop ideas like the cake sale and do events.
No. All right, but the cake sale thing, there have been some people where come up with ideas about cake sale or whatever, but guess what? We are writer, we are director, we are everything. We are trying to do all of these things, and then for go turn around, run go a price mark, go buy a cake. It is very stressful. We don't have a big team. If we have people on the fundraising and we want to join the team and say, all right, we're not going to help raise the money, fine, we welcome that. But I can tell you, in terms of, I would rather sit down and send out a sponsorship letter than to run up and down and say, I go do one fish fry, and then the fish go burn up, and then people start complaining, oh, the box small and the food not good. You know them way there.
And then you're gonna see somebody go live on Instagram, then we end up on YouTube. The Balla people themselves burn up fish, and then
I like what Tyron said, raise some funds before you do a season 3. And also somebody raised that there are merch selling, and more point that out too. So thank you, Richard Marshall. There, if you look down on the YouTube page, you can click into the store, you will see a lot of items, merch. We get a percentage of those. Is not all of it goes to us, but a percentage. So the more you buy and support, it will help us to say, we pull funds together. Once we see the fans them up do them part, we will do our part. I guarantee.
Yeah. And as I said to people, we are fully aware that you may not be the one that is able to purchase. Some of you are students, some have no credit card, none of this, and that's fine. But you have an auntie abroad, your mom is in a position to assist, or you know somebody, we welcome that. So, and again, you're getting a tangible item, especially if you buy the merch, right? So I don't feel like say you just give your money and not get nothing for it, even though it would contribute to getting the show. But if you buy one shirt, a sweater, a crew neck top, that's a way of supporting and ensuring and securing us being able to do season 3. Rory, without being able to say a lot, what can you say without Fabian cussing us out about episode 7?
All right. Firstly, it's longer, people. It's a longer episode. Even though I don't know if we can satisfy or not, because if we go to 2 day worth of episode, and I say, man. But Lord, it is longer. It has a lot of revelation. Boy, I don't know. I don't want to say nothing else. Just all right. If you think you did the edge of your seat, episode 7, I'm gonna push you off of the seat.
I'm not telling a lie. For me, I'm nervous about the episode. Why I'm nervous is because of the ending. But know how it ends. I gonna make una just cuss. Una go say, how are this? How are it? Una go cuss.
What more?
Una go cuss. But at the end of the day, next week. At the end of the day, it was ended that way with the possibility of you thinking, putting your interpretation to it. So you can think if there's a season 3, this is what will happen, or it can end this way by you interpreting how it ended. I try to be as big as possible, but may I tell you, not even the actor them get the script, but you see, there's another thing with the script is that we put together the episodes after editing is like it adds even more. Every single actor who we have one group, one Balla group, I may tell you say nobody no more fanatic than the actor them. The actor
they don't know. Trust me. You know what happened to Fabian? Because of how we shoot the episodes, the actors don't know what is gonna come on an episode each week.
Yeah.
They don't literally them would tell us say, and then we get this thing them don't know them honestly.
When this happened, because even Barbara, somebody like Barbara, we shot all of Barbara's scenes in one day. We literally go from the restaurant to the house to this, and we shot all of her scenes for all episodes in one day. And so she, even when I talk to her, Barbara said, when me they shoot this, me not even remember some they shoot this. And even for the actor, they don't remember nothing. And when we done put it together, add little elements and some, everybody surprised. The scene with Nina and something there, we lock the bathroom, so them not even see how the fight go. Them just come and see the aftermath and see the heel pop off. And we in the bathroom are dead as directors and camera crew. We say, but then when the episode drops Sunday, we say the actors them just seeing the comments them in the group and all them respond. Yeah, say, this is just something else, man. People, as excited as writers and directors, we say watch the show, and when we are read the comment them is a different vibe we get. That's why I love the live premiere them. Come
yes.
We don't know. My office see them. I wish it could have been one big Carib sitting where we will always sit down and understand.
Trust me.
Yeah. And for me, see episode 7 crazy, like absolutely just I don't know. And what is good about
episode 7.
I said Julian Henry said, "We don't know how to stir pots."
No, episode 7 are all away. Like,
yeah,
I got my wish. I must say that episode 7, the series ended with people not being. All right, I can't say too much, but it ended to make me happy, which means it's gonna make Uno sad.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, there's something big that's gonna happen, and that's all I have to say.
Major.
Something major.
Absolutely major. Apologies from now. Be kind to us in the comments. Be gentle. The episode is not. You're gonna love the episodes, but you're gonna hate how it end. And I'm just hoping, based on how the episode will end, that we are able to get the funding, because I don't believe Balla should stop here. I really and truly don't want it to stop. I even said to Fabian, Fabian, even if it's a case where we're not able to shoot right now while we start out the funding, if we can just come back together and write for season 3 and put it down.
You know why I don't want to do that? Because I know how Fabian Barack start to write something. People want to show him account. Him account and go down a food for the poor when I'm done, because I don't have no money for
buying. People, do me a favor, or swarm Fabian Instagram and say, go write episode. No.
The blood that
No. I'm sending y'all to go and attack Fabian on Instagram.
You'll have to send nobody. Do the entire day Fabian in my inbox. I explore ideas.
Rory, you know what is so good? I'm gonna keep telling people this. A lot of time, in terms of what drives the season, is one thought. We just know what we want to do. One thing. Fabian did say, for season 2, he want Nina pregnant. And I said I wanted the show to end a particular way. Everything else will happen. Just connect to those things. Just simple. We don't know how things are going to play out. We just say, Nina needs to be pregnant. Who is Nina pregnant for? We don't know. And from that, it creates this chaos of a show. And again,
I love how our process is, because it's like each of us wants something to happen. Like I wouldn't necessarily agree, but we try to facilitate each other. When you know, say Jerome say if you want somebody dead, we figure out who we're gonna kill. If we don't say Nina gonna breed, we figure it out and we figure out who she gonna breed for.
True.
Everybody are saying that the comments, but Nina gonna lose baby. Nina on the move.
How much time at Jamaica they speak woman fight with 9-month belly?
Exactly. Because all the ghetto woman them are war with baby and baby in a belly. Of course. And I roll a ground and all these things. And
exactly. Baby will take care of themselves. And the next you see in Balla, the more you fight when you're pregnant, the faster your child will be.
Nina baby a warrior.
Yup.
Talking about Nina being pregnant, like I remember even at the end of season 1, Rory and I were utterly annoyed about Balla having sex with Nina.
Yes.
We were
at a war.
So guys, I take the blame for a number of the sex scenes in Balla.
Yes.
Oh God.
The other 2 guys, clearly they're virgins, and they
I know virgins, but
it's too much.
Clearly they're virgins, and they feel like young people are not having sex. But for me, I know what excites my young people them, and I know what is happening in the school them. I mean, also the people them are sex dog the place. So, like for Nina and Balla, them. Jerome's concern was that they did not want to normalize this idea of teacher and student sexual relationships. And whilst we're dealing with the issue, we don't need to see it. For me, I wanted to make them see beyond the fact that this is a teacher-student relationship, that this is a true, genuine love. Not that I promote the slackness, I promote the slack.
Too much. It's my thing, Fabian, I will see it in the comments. My concern about it is coming alive, and that is why sometimes I don't want to talk about it. Something people are now celebrating.
In Jamaica, I'm gonna just left them dignity and go there with students. So
Fabian, all I am saying is that the comments are there. People are celebrating and romanticizing Balla and Nina. People full on eat Buckley. The fact that Buckley, I got tell. Look, Buckley.
Yes,
no,
I overheard a conversation in a prominent high school in Portmore. Portmore staff room. And that we call the day, but a prominent high school in Portmore staff room where the teachers were there saying, "Oh, Balla sexy. I want what they would do with Balla." I just say, "I want them Annie go teacher, yeah, man." Like them in a
Yes, so that is my fear. My fear is that in us telling the message, people start celebrate this and this whole idea of need. Look, all right, guys, take a minute.
My issue is the bias in terms of gender. If it was a male teacher with a female student, it would get the same.
It wouldn't be the same.
This and that, yeah.
Yeah,
because
I think two male teachers are. It's more prevalent. Like we hear about it all heap of time in a school, but when it comes to a female on the other hand now, and then if you notice how the relationship developed with Balla and Nina, it's not a case where she was into it at first. I think she was Balla terribly. Oh no, so Balla is a little dirty boy. Want to realize that?
Look here, all the characters, the level of growth in the characters in season 2, physically them look much different and them acting experience. Balla
when Balla did that coerce Nina in having sex with him, come over and him look for her and I say, "Yo, put on the glass. Walk come to me."
I'm not gonna lie. Me love to see them. Then give me goosebumps.
Even Rory, I can't stand when me see
That's why the woman have problem in her marriage, because gonna make something there, gonna make this scene go happen. And then it is so real, like the passion is so real.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Balla and so Zavan and Renee chemistry is amazing. Like literally when you shoot them and direct them in one space, like you can feel the energy and tension between them. Like me, I mean sexual tension. I'm sorry. Like you literally said, the scene when Balla we'll drop Friday when Balla say, "Yo, if the baby in the belly of mine," like the night when we shoot that, me I say,
yeah,
I don't want 17-year-old this.
When Nina could be box him and him hold her hand. Yeah, Jesus.
Yep.
And then those are the things again. And again, them something that things that me have problem with personally, but I write because we agree to
this. Something so wrong cannot feel so right.
So right.
No, disgusting, like honest to God.
Jerome,
how can you feel this level of passion and energy? And it's wrong. It can't wrong. It can't wrong, man.
These are things that
somebody have to call the Ministry of Education because we have to go write a policy about this, something after. First of all, Hopkins I need to shut down.
Hopkins I need to lock down.
Because
that principal don't better said something.
No, that's it. Buckley get teaching degree. Me think Buckley.
Me think that Buckley was a downtown vendor where like related to the principal. I should just bring her read. Buckley, but when they say the Spanish scene, Buckley not even did a talk proper Spanish.
Buckley make one fake degree.
Yo, like, all right, let's run through some quick scenes. We don't call it a wrap in terms of this conversation. I'm so sorry that we should have done this after each episode. I'm so sorry that we didn't think of this idea. But in terms of episode 1, the introduction of Brandy and Brandon, I think that's what stood out for me in terms of episode 1. Why was it important, Fabian, to introduce new characters?
I think that it was getting too, it was on a plateau. It was too flat. We needed some people to stir up drama. Everybody knows when they introduce new people, them come with new problems. And just like that, Brandy come and from she enter the classroom that, your sister, this is a bitch. Yes. Your sister, this is a red bitch. I should need to be bring dog to the girl. I said, Kiki was not the one. Kiki was not the one.
For real.
And I want to highlight, though, I know you're doing episode by episode, but like, some of the minor characters, them are so brilliant. Like even Shanique.
Shanique and Chantel killed me.
Oh, Want to know, look, let's put some light on the two slots of Hopkins eye.
Oh my God.
Shanique and Chantel, they are the two slots of Hopkins eye, the two Yamed, right? And we can tell you, Shanique, every time Shanique see a script, she said, Jesus Christ, my mother go watch this, you know. And then I will say to Shanique, I need you to kiss. I need you to kiss. You have to be a slut. Yeah. And then so Shanique, this is Shanique on set. Every time she comes to do her role, slut.
Yeah, it's so funny when she called the guy slut demon. It's so funny because in real life she's so humble and quiet and innocent. And that's why the show works, because I think each of the characters that we enjoy giving them things that will affect personality.
I say JRP Dimple says, let's talk about Kiki, that girl. So I guess they want to talk more about Kiki and Fair.
All right, we still talk about Kiki, but in terms of episode 2, Rory, the classroom scene, the showdown between Nina, I think for me, that's going to go down as I would say, one of the best things ever recorded in Jamaica.
Oh my God, man. And the funny thing is, those two backup teachers brought so much to the scene with saying so little. Like the teacher where I laugh and fling up the paper, like this scene was just, I don't know. That was
I see somebody asking, well, two people asking Julian and Tanis, why did Balla go through the bin and what was the idea behind him going through the bin? Just want to answer that real quick. So my thought process behind directing him to do that was that, okay, so we needed him to find the pregnancy test. That was the motivation. Man and woman in a relationship and them have problems and whatever, like them are. Balla, because of the conversation with Charles and whatever, Balla is now wondering, is Nina having sexual relations with other men? You know, he's trying to see what evidence can he find. So he was looking around in the bathroom and then he looked at the bin. It led him to look at the bin. He saw the bin full. Then he started rummaging through the bin to see if he could possibly find maybe used condom, maybe, you know, any signs that she's having sexual relations with somebody else. So that was really the thought process behind a man going to the bin. If you ask any man, I know Rory or whatever, you can speak to if it is that, well, I know you specialize in most duties, but I need you to tell us if it is that you would have at any point in your sexual life with any female would have gone through their house, through their garbage, through their drawer, their panty drawer, anything like that.
I haven't, but I've had females who search through my things. So I know say something real. Search your garbage and search to see if they find other women garment in your place and them look for something there. So it was very realistic. I saw the comments on the live. I saw the comments live.
So what I want to add to that too, I think a lot of times, because I think persons were saying they needed to have seen something that motivated Balla. So them he should have seen one condom before him going at the bin, or he should have seen the pregnancy back before. I saw those comments. Again, be realistic. Again, sometimes you have to put yourself in the position, and there's other things that happen to make you know how a character work. Balla keep popping up at the woman's yard without she calling him. That is the first thing. So if he might come our yard without she a call, him no need to see nothing when motivated to go in at the bin.
Balla is very obsessed at this time.
He's obsessed at this point.
It started out as a bet.
Once you have doubts, I don't think you need anything else to motivate you to do them something there. And he had doubts. So him no need nothing to motivate him to search the garbage.
For me right now, Balla is madly in love with Nina. Balla,
that's not love. Stop calling it that.
What is it,
guys? There's something that Alla will miss.
Absolute obsession.
There's something that Alla will miss.
Gross, misguided obsession.
He called her Nina, not Miss Gonzalez, in front of the whole.
How much time him do that?
We saw that. We saw
several
that.
Time.
And he let him realize what I do.
No, and then the thing is why I love the fact that these characters, because those lines, like for example, him running and calling Nina was not something scripted. But the fact say him internalize him character and know say him in love with this woman
Love with her.
and him see her in a danger. Cause him know when for call her Mrs. Gonzalez, him in a classroom, when she visit him in a classroom, him say miss, him did a talk to, whatever. But yet still him see her in a danger and him run and say, Nina. Cause that now shows the fact that Balla himself, Zavan as an actor, internalize and say, yo, me check for the beer, but I got, I got run and come to her rescue. So I call her Nina. So I don't know. These actors are brilliant. They
All
are.
right, Fabian. Fabian, the introduction of Debbie. She was introduced from episode 1, but we saw her again in episode 3 when she come with the pregnancy test. So that revelation about Nina being pregnant in episode 3 and introduction of Debbie, our sister.
So Nina for me needed almost a ghetto side. Nina never. Because for me, Nina never come from wealth, right? Nina just basically ambitious and she uppity. She be uppity because she aspirational. She want to become somebody in her life. So I wanted somebody who could show a little background to Nina's, past. The fact say, oh, so Nina and her sister have a similarity because Debbie love rich man. Nina is a low down tramp twin. Nobody thinks
about my God.
Nobody thinks Nina proper or something. Nina is a little tramp twin. Her character.
Well, we're seeing that now.
Yeah. So even with the whole thing with Debbie talk about man and this and that and oh she has sleeping. You see the conversation with she and Debbie where Debbie say, no man, my sister, you live on the edge too. Them something there. It goes to show, say deep down, Nina have a little sluttish side to her too. She have a little side the way we through Debbie, it brings it out for say, oh, so a rare she come from, so me expect say she not gonna read it too, me not expect too much from her, and it actually allows us to have more realistic expectations of Nina.
Yeah. Rory, in terms of episode 4, we explore more of the downfall of Charles and the Riverton girls with Kerry and Fear up in the bed. Talk to us about what has been happening with all of that, all of Charles' chaos and the 2 Riverton girls.
It just funny to me. And it just shows how some of time us as men are. Charles see this big body girl, flat belly, stiff breast, feel her ribs in the bed. Now she get pregnant and all of a sudden he is so irritated by them. And something about Kerry and Faye tells me that they know that Charles is disgusted by them. And that turn him on more for just taunt him like they are making his life a total misery.
But you know what's so funny is the fact that these women actually exist.
Exactly. The
fact is, you have women who literally set out for mash up people's life, and
of course
just their plan like me just come and want the man and make a mash up him life because I want the house. And that is all there is to the story.
Yeah, like again, some of the characters, they are not necessarily fully developed or whatever. We just need them for a particular role because again, the realism and or realistic.
And then with Faye and Kerry them, it's so interesting because if we go back to season 1 when we introduced them in a for them also, it's like we are saying, oh, what kind of ratness, what kind of creature them are in a house, like everybody just buto. It's like there is all them relate to each other. Don't think y'all drink out my juice. Yes, you're supposed to drink it out. And them cuss them one another.
And then they just go back to each other like nothing.
That is their way of bonding. The fact that that is how them bond them in the big bed together and them a cuss, but you have to go sleep in the attic, not the basement or what. And them a cuss over the house. So you gotta put me out, your brother, them have to come in at the house too.
But if you realize though, every time them have cussed, as we yesterday, there's always bonding because after that, them can try the woman close together.
But I can tell you, I have seen get up people who they will cuss today right now.
Yes.
And then 2 tools are them that giant for cuss one next person.
Of course.
That's what I love. That is something that I love. And as people say get up people, just Jamaicans in general, like then we follow when they are family, then follow, but you nobody be outside of it from style them.
And then somebody just pointed out my Instagram, say, oh, Barbara run left or that. When the gunshot bus.
Before come to that. All right, episode 5. In episode 5, I think that's when we also found out about what's your name? Kerry.
There is fake pregnancy.
Yeah, Kerry. Episode 5 we found about the fake pregnancy. Yeah. So Fabian, why did we decide that Kerry not really pregnant?
Because I get a girl thing. First of all,
That's not true.
First of all, Kerry now mash up her body. That's a one. Kerry is a scammer.
Exactly.
A years a Kerry a scam man.
You get chopped.
Lifestyle mission is just man after man after man. I should lick the jackpot right now. So if Kerry could walk Obia, if I go keep him, she go walk the Obia. And trust me, if we were supposed to do a season 3, you're going to see Kerry go Obia, man. Because Kerry,
Shut up.
Oh my God. All right, there will be a season 3. After that declaration, no. But now shoot nothing in the barnyard so we can't go in yard.
And then if you don't notice, like there are women who literally stuff them belly for man in a man I eat that. I wonder if you know say some man I eat that. Some man literally, and it's because Charles had this one night stand with her, and then he's totally disgusted by her. Like he realized that, after him get it, she's not really anything compared to class like Nina, right? So him no want to touch her again to find out even if the belly real. How can this woman go through how much months of just this piece of green cloth in her belly? Not even a proper cushion. Piece of green cloth stuff her belly, everybody. And Charles just even one time to make him rub down the belly and find out if I'm baby in there.
All right, and again, so these are things I'm glad so we're doing this so we can talk about these things, because you can't in our series or show, those are not things that we can spell out and show exactly say them never have sex, them never have touch and something, but just by Charles, when them got the restaurant, Charles is crawling and skinny no one touch her when she has to
Barbara, remember Barbara Faye, I call her Faye. Faye would have grossed me out. Same Faye is too much.
She kissed Charles. I nearly cried.
Faye is too much. Faye don't know how to chill. Faye got a restaurant and I put the jug up her head. Like, how do you do that? How do you do? Granted, I told her to do it. But still, like me, I'm pretty sure. I say, like, looking back at these things, I'm saying, is this real? Why would I tell somebody to do that? Like, this normal?
Oh God!
Like when they say the teeth, the knife, and the fork them do, we understand that part.
That's real. I can declare that I have a friend. I'm not company here, go call her like nobody name, but I have a friend who steal cups when she steals cups. So that happens. So I will give that a pass. Episode 6. We can literally go scene by scene for episode 6. Buckley and Kerry at the restaurant. Buckley was horrible.
I just think Buckley she have a mental problem at this point. Because nobody in their right mind could be this obsessed with somebody. Me never see it in my life. You just get up and eat somebody, sir? No, sir.
And the thing is that when Buckley, the more Buckley hear news about Nina, is the more she just get, she happy the level of happiness
Buckley gets motivated when she see Nina sick, when she look bad, when she feel she got dead, and when she get scandalous news about Nina. That is when Buckley gets most excited. It's like he give her an orgasm.
What I liked about episode 6 too was the fact that we were able to get a more of an insight in terms of Brandy and Brandon. First of all, maybe people talk about them being twins. I don't know why.
Really?
The only twins there are ghetto twins. I would call it ghetto twins is because when one man get 2 women pregnant at the same time, right? So that's what happened. So you see the fallout between them. So them are cursed because they don't necessarily have the same mother and everything. So everybody, the Kings, that's literally them last name, Brandy and Brandon King. So we were able to understand more about the character. You really understand, say, these are 2 kids. I don't know where them parents, why are they always alone at home?
Like, but you know what I love is the fact, say, as I say, this series is reality. Cause you have siblings like this where them together they might be okay in person when you see them at school or whatever, but behind closed doors, them have issues. One ate the next one mother, one ate the next one, you know. So it's like I like the fact that we're exploring these young people issues, the fact that you're brought in a home where you have to live with somebody when you fully belong to both parents, and what are the dynamics that come up as a result, you know. It's not gonna be all nice and good every time when you're your sister, your brother, they in our space. You're gonna eat them. You know, you really are gonna eat people who you're supposed to be a family. So I like the fact say we would have done that and explored those issues, because it shows say in a Jamaica, man have enough woman, man have picnic, and sometimes them bring them together and then just have to live.
Yeah. One of the saving grace, Rory, of episode 6 was that we finally see a glimmer of hope for Tessie and Stephen. If a one relationship with possibly may work out, that we saw from the start is Tessie and Stephen coming back together.
Yeah, so Tessie and boy, I'm not gonna lie, with the Stephen bad people hate Stephen from how him treat Tessie, like with that whole abortion thing there, and how him respond to her. Like, me not think no, but I don't know now even if Tessie take him back, how people would have feel towards Stephen, because that is just heartless. Like, me not think him have no saving grace. Well, I see people defending him though. I see people say, oh, you'd have feel, she tell them, say she a virgin, she whatever. And then you see our next set of people I say, yeah, but the girl go through something, she don't even tell you that. But me can say that has been a split debate on social media about Stephen and Tessie. But I am not sure if bringing them back together is gonna make people like Stephen again. Maybe just woman will love man, maybe, but me not think it gonna make them just love him so. But Tessie and Stephen, I think they were meant to be. Just their development over the 2 seasons, the fact say him start with a bit of wanting to get her. And if we notice with Nina and Balla and Stephen and Tessie, the both started as a bet, both went through several issues and crosses and valleys, and then we see them coming back, being joined together again towards the end. So I mean, it's a typical love story full of winding roads and stuff like that. So you know.
Yeah. All right, Fabian, as we call this a night, what's your final word to people in terms of just what they should expect and just anything you want to say to the fans at this point?
First of all, I want to big up everybody just for the support. Before we started Balla season 1, we were at 30,000 subscribers. Now we're at 152K subscribers. Thanks to everyone who clicked that subscribe button. I know everybody not in a position to donate or give any money, and I am okay with that. Just give us positive energy, give us love. You know, I bear young people in at this. I'm probably one of the oldest persons. So, but I bear young people. So just lift us up, you know, give us strength when you say we put up something and know say a whole heap of work going at it. But we want to thank you just for being loyal every week. If you see the negative comment, them I really want to rush out on them and make them know, say, yo, this is not so on a deal with things. Understand what the people them go through. So just thank you for the support. In terms of episode 7, we just want to stop all of these suspicions, stop trying to predict that this is how it's going to go, because may I tell you, whatever you think, and I saw it go. And I saw it go, it go get shattered. So please, no come with no bagger. Me didn't know. No, bother with that. Just come open to watch a good show. You will not be disappointed for at least, hopefully it's an hour. We're still editing it, but hopefully it's an hour.
All right. Rory fell off, but I know Rory enjoyed the process, and him really Balla dear to Rory art and everything. Rory is very, very passionate about Balla. Very, very, and he's one of those persons, especially the actors. He's very passionate about Balla and very protective of the actors, especially because Rory work a lot with young people, and he just want to make sure that they're always protected. From me, again, thanks for the support. I will try my best to keep going live and update you guys with as much information as I am allowed to share.
Jerome, what somebody say? I'm so sad because they're gonna die. Oh, these comments are killing me, guys. I want to tell you too that like the comments, some of them are really funny. I can
Real
see that
funny.
invested. I get personal messages from people too, like on my personal pages, and those motivate me. A lot of times you get down because of certain things, but when I read the comments and I see that people really appreciate the show, trust me, it really raises spirits and make you feel like you want to go on and do this. So keep these funny comments and just me like the fact that when I talk about the show and I post the show Friday night when I know the show will come out. Oh, it's not coming out this Friday. As in a note, Jerome would have put up a notice today that the show is not coming out this Friday. It's coming out next week Friday. And that's because it's longer, so it's more time to edit and we want to make sure it's extra special for you. So just go and repost the something them when we post the clip them on Instagram and YouTube, repost them and share with your friends and help us to get to 200k subscribers.
All right. I see Christina and Crystal over here. That's Kiki and Buckley. But I not add them tonight. I'm going to my bed. But
Add them.
No, I'm done. I'm not doing this with y'all. I will do it next night. The last thing before I go, gonna ask. So Stephen is in a competition, the Sun City DJ competition. So I'm gonna talk slow. I'm asking you all to go over on Instagram and follow Sun City. Them page private now. So you have to send them a request. Follow Sun City, and when them accept your request, you go on their page and look for, let me bring up the picture, look for this picture. You can't see it, or the light too bright. I'm gonna try to turn on the light. But yeah, same picture here on Sun City page. The voting closed tomorrow at 6 a.m. in the morning. So just go over and
Sun City 104_9 FM.
Oh Jesus. I see everybody, what me call them name? I see everybody has to add them. Them not in one position to come on the live. Kiki and Crystal, tell them
add them, man. Add them.
All right.
All right. So guys, in the meantime, I'm sending
them the link.
Guys, in the meantime, this is the page and this is the picture that you're looking for with Stephen. He's now at 1,377 votes. He's now neck and neck with another person. So we are trying to get him to at least, 1,600 vote by a morning. The vote close tomorrow morning, guys. So just go on it. That's all enough to do. I like that picture here. That picture here with Steve. He's a DJ, and you can check him out. Very talented. Just go on it. Send them a request, and when them accept, don't forget to like the picture with Steve.
All right. So I send. Let me not see what I'm thinking. All right. So I did what you asked. I send the link to Crystal and Christina. I'm not sure. So let's see if they will accept. I'm giving them about 3 minutes. Well, I'm in the comment. Look at them in the comment section. Crystal and Christina, the people I ask for them, I'm not tired to go on bed now. So that's fine if you can come on. But
look if them send a request.
I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
wait.
But in the meantime, yeah. So again, people just remember to just jump over to Sun City page on Instagram and vote for your boy Steve in the competition. Get him to number
Christina,
1.
I'll have to send the link.
I sent her. Check WhatsApp, Christina.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. This is the 2 troublemaker them now. I have no question for them. Talk to them, Fabian.
Christina, I turn on the people them to say on looking at night time.
Terrible Buckley.
Christina, the people them say look at night time when you start your face.
Christina, on YouTube, you have to turn on your camera, please.
Give me a minute.
Oh God. All right. Crystal is still connecting. Give her a second.
In what country she live?
You see why we don't want for the live?
Remember I
we have a very professional conversation.
Yes, it was
Until
very
the
professional
Russia
until a
now.
minute ago.
Oh
Hi,
my.
good night, guys. Thanks for
Hi,
having
my
me.
faves.
I'm
Hi.
gonna ask you, Crystal.
These two, let the record show that these two are Fabian Heartstring. Them
Yeah.
don't do nothing wrong.
These are my what's sweet nanny goats.
Yes.
Oh God. Christina Wagwan.
I'm there. Hi, people. How are you? Oh my God. So you
Just
know,
me a bed
say.
look comfortable though.
How you feel Balla I come to an end next week Friday. How you feel?
More cry. But I feel like you know, more emotional and stuff. But I love the series. I love the series, trust me. But who's to tell? Probably the next series, the next season gonna be lit, right?
Hey,
Litter.
take it into being.
Leader. Buckley, Wagwan, show the people in your face and say something to them.
You not see me?
Yeah.
Oh, so where's some of it?
Say something to the people then. Tell the people them why
Hi,
something.
people.
No, me want interview Buckley. Buckley.
Yeah.
What is your motivation behind the scenes that you do with Nina? Like recently, the fight scene, the one in the staff room, what is your motivation? What do you think about before you go into a scene like that?
I think I tried to make reference to, just a time when I want to be bitter, and I just tried to keep ratchetness in my head. Keep ratchetness in my head. I like, I don't know if you don't know, but I love people ratchet. Like, I love good tone, I love hear them talk.
Yeah.
So I guess over time, I collect like characters downtown. And so now the character I know it's the chance to showcase all of them characters that I've been collecting all these years. So thank you. Thank you. She's finally out.
And would you say, because I think I said it earlier, like you normally play the very fragile, innocent role them. So this is the first time you really get for brawl out and be brawling. So you feel like you achieved something now in your life now, though.
Yeah, no lies. We don't know. Uno notice. I think uno notice say to me take this a character as serious. Like uno have no problem with lines. Uno have problem with nothing. Like we literally just go in and out. I would don't shoot and everything. Like me don't know. Me just excited about Buckley. She just oh my God.
Guys. Crystal always wanted to play this role. No mind shop should have take my role past stage. The way she want to do this. She love it, guys.
Me can't do the Lord talking like what you do, Christine.
Yes, you know, see you do it.
No, I know say Buckley. I know if you say Buckley not loud, she's just ratchet.
I want you to come to it and say, it's not done. You're girl.
Fabian.
Yeah.
I put up on the spot. We know that there was a different role that was originally intended for Crystal Buckley. There was a different role. What role was that?
Oh Lord. So yes, Crystal was supposed to play Tessie's role.
Damn.
Like, literally, Tessie's role was Crystal's role. I can't know that Crystal can mash up them kind of role there already, because that is generally who makes you play all through the years. But you see that when Crystal went away and for a while, and when she came back, I'm gonna say, girl, you have to come in at this, you have to come in at it. And what started out as just a little appearance, we say, you know, how can we make Crystal now come back and just was in the series and so 1 2 whop? She just come in whop, you know.
You know, so we not even did that. I guess we never had a conversation about this, like how Buckley came into being. Because you know, I really want appearance me did do. And I guess me did do one and two things. And then Rory, he will want to just run with the writing and make Buckley this mad woman. It was very normal and consultation day, big stuff. Right now.
No, but you notice that even the normalcy and consultation day, when you look over upon Nina, when Kerry them come in, there was something there when you even look over and the same thing I said earlier, I said certain things just play out on its own.
Yeah.
Because my
love the scene when Uda said, one of the class with the lady that have no sex and Balla say, Miss, you make sex so serious. I don't know what guns. Whooping at them. If you see Rose, tell the Bible.
Your book. Pick up your book and your Bible.
The name, somebody said, oh, you came up with the name Buckley. So then Fabian tell them about the name Buckley.
But all right, when we come up with name, at the try we literally just start short name and I'll be like, no, she not son. You know, so we try for create name like Buckley with that thing about the medicine where they know the strong Buckley or you know the tonic. So like we are talking about different things if it's strong, you know, like names have to match the character. So like Kiki, you know, that have a little get of flair, but then it's still sweet. And we throw different with that thing, but you know, little things. There are several names that float around all the time, but we always agree when it comes to our final suggestion. And Buckley was it, Michelle Buckley.
Michelle. Jesus, Michelle is
Buckley.
Perfect.
Michelle
and
Buckley.
That's the thing too, like, not to make it sound academic, but when you write these things, you just know when you feel it. So nobody, when you write, you know, when you do your own thing, guys, nobody just write and say, oh, you call somebody Alex because the name sound good. You call somebody Rayan because the name sound good. The character, when you see the character and based on how the character behave, you can know say, I want Michelle that.
Yeah.
You feel it. Kiki, for you this season, what when you watch the show, what's one of the most shocking thing are you when you watch the show for you this season? Like you just said, John, no, I can't believe that happened.
Not this season.
What last season then? What hour? Go on, talk.
Last season when Midaf get, you know, protect.
Oh, last season when they had sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
We never have sex in real life. Anyway, but yeah. But this season is very smooth for me. Like, you know, Miss Sunina. Yeah.
I mean, it's not goodbye, guys. I don't want it to sound
you know,
sound sad. I mean, it's just a break. If you remember anything about season 1, we didn't know if we were gonna do a season 2. There was a full-on, you can go look it up. There was a full-on Observer article about not being able to do season 2 and the show done. But we're gonna remain hopeful and just pray that things work out for the best. That's all I hope for. One go to bed now. You all saw Kiki and Buckley.
Thank you for the support.
Bye, guys.
I appreciate y'all.
Thanks to everybody.
I miss you too. I miss you a lot.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
What you say?
Would you say that? Would you say that to miss you?
No,
yeah.
Me I say it.
5 minutes later, Christina calls. One go on, daddy.
But hate her bad. She's terrible bad. But hate her. She have to make her behave like the Riverside girls. What's wrong with you? So,
I love you too, father. Miss you.
Love you, daughter.
All right. Later, everybody. Thanks,
Bye,
Balla
later.
Nation.